Hello out there, welcome back to New Toy Tuesday, the weekly series where I get to show you a new toy on Tuesday. This week's new toy is another Hip Stamp Hooray stamp set from Hobby Lobby. Look at this, $5.99, y'all, 15 stamps in here. These are really cute too. I want to do a quick art journal page with them, but I also have a card idea that as soon as I saw them, I was like, yep, I need to do that. So there's going to be a second video with a card. It's not going to be a New Toy Tuesday, but just another video using these stamps with a card because I love them. So let's take a look at what we have here. And again, Hip Stamp Hooray is made by American Crafts. Affordable stamp line. I don't keep this packaging, so I don't care if it rips. I mean, look, you've got things that are meant to layer, some little backgrounders, lots of really pretty flowers. I'm a flower nerd. Flowers, hearts, stars, and butterflies. Yeah, that's me. I'm going to use this Crafters Workshop stencil with it. This is an oldie but a goodie. I've had this for years and years and years and years. So what do you say we just get started? First thing I want to do is I want to ink through this here stencil with Vintage Photo and Ground Espresso. I want to do this ring. And I'm going to do the ring with the Ground Espresso, and then I'm going to go in with the Vintage Photo and kind of shade in there a little bit. So this Ground Espresso is very dark. But I'm going to go kind of light-handed. I'm working on some old, cheap, inexpensive watercolor paper. Because for my art journal for this year, I just cut a bunch of paper down. It was packs that I had, like 3-4 sheets left. Watercolor paper, mixed media paper, heavy sketch paper. And just cut them down. I think they're about 5 by 7. 3-hole punched them, and then I just have them on binder rings. Made a little book. And when my rings are full, then I'll make a cover and start on the next one. Look at that. I'm going to go in with what's left on this brush. It's a giant coffee ring. And then I'll get a little Vintage Photo, go in with that. Go around the outside a little. I'm going to go get some water. All right, let's put a little water on this and let this Distress ink do what Distress ink does best. If you do just a partial spray, you can get some blobs. There, give that a second. Let it do its thing. And then we'll do a little blot. Look at, isn't that cool? Love that effect you get. Okay, now I have my little bucket of Distress ink brushes over here. And what I wanted to try was just going in with whatever's left on these brushes. Add a little color. It's okay if it's not perfect because I'm going to water it. And then I'm going to stamp over it a little bit. So that's why I'm just going ahead and doing it right on the mat, because the mat's got a little texture from, working on it and stuff. So maybe a little pink left here. No, that's pretty much empty. Of course, that was spun sugar, so not gonna do a whole lot, is it? And you can even take what's left on our brown, go in. I'm gonna throw some more water at it. Let it do stuff. You can see it wicking out the ink. I'm gonna blot it and lift it off. Look at that. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna go dry this a little bit before I move on. Isn't that pretty? Now that that's mostly dry, I would like to go in with this part of the background right here. And Vintage Photo. You know, in my opinion, that's the best brown in all the land. We're going to add a little bit of this background in here. Isn't that cool? I dig it. Then we'll go up to the top and just do a little random. And I think I'll add a little more of it down here. Just random again. There we go. All right, put that stencil out of the way. Now we have a cute little background on this stamp sheet. And I think I'm going to add the dots with ground espresso. Put this dot pattern on. And then ground espresso. All the way up. And we'll do it again on the side. And again, throw a little more water at it. Let that smear out a little bit. Blot a little. Yeah, a little smeary. I like that. And let's clean our stamp off before we put it back. And what I'm thinking is I just put that on the outside of the package. Oh, help me. Help me, help me. Okay, so what I'm thinking is some florals in the coffee ring. I guess it'll be this way, won't it? I'm going to use a stamp positioner to stamp on here because this is textured watercolor paper. And I'm afraid if I don't, that, I won't get a good stamping because I'm going to probably need to stamp it twice. So I'm going to put this into the Sweeter Memory Keepers stamp positioner and position them because that's what you do with a stamp positioner. Which way do we go, George? This way. I'm going to ink these with Archival Coffee. And let's see what we get. Yeah, see, let's do it again. Oh, that's better. Oh, I still missed a spot though. I'm not getting the middle. Okay, here's the middle. Ah! Okay. Let's see, where's my wipe? Stamp again. I wonder if this one will fit there. That's a little too big. Okay. But this one. Put that one there. I think I shall. And pick it up. Ink it up. Let's do one more. It looks good, but I think I want a second one. Nice. Nice. Wipe it off. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Very grungy floral. Now we're going to take some Inktense pencils and the tiniest bit of water and color these florals in a little. Now you could use whatever coloring medium you like, or really you don't even have to color them. I mean, they look pretty cute the way they are. I want to add a little color. I even thought about using dry pastel pencils, but I'm an Inktense loving girl. And this is not a huge fancy coloring job. I'm literally just adding a little bit of color. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Just get it wet enough to move. See, teeny bit. little bit of water over here. Then I'm going to go in with this brighter green and just add to it a little. And then we'll just move that around a little bit. And then we'll go in with this lovely purple. What's this called? Thistle. If you like your Derwent ink tenses, it's number 0720. Do some flowers in the thistle. Again, just a little bit of color. Nothing fancy. Just livening it up a little bit back there. And I've got this nice yellow. This is Sun Yellow, number 200. Still had a sticker thing on it. We're just gonna we'll color those. Again, nothing fancy, just livening it up a little. There we go, a little more water. There. All right, I'm pleased with that. I'm gonna dry it a little. I feel like I need a little more darkness. So I brought over Archival Ground Espresso and Archival Black Soot. And I think I want to take like this little leaf. And we're going to try some black soot. And I'm not using the stamp positioner because this is just kind of background noise and experimenting. So if they don't come out great, I'm not really all that concerned. But actually, it's pretty good, isn't it? Okay. Now let's try the other leaf. This little ground espresso. Now this is not going to be as dark as the black soot, but dark enough. I dig it. Wipe it off. And then I want to go in with this other little backgrounder. A little bit of black soot. That. adding it kind of randomly. Like I said, I feel like it just needs a little kick of dark. I don't know why. Normally that doesn't affect me, but for some reason on this one it did. So okay. Now I'm only going to put one word on here, and it's just going to be the word bloom. And it's just going to go right in here. And I thought I would use these little bitty letters. Okay, I'm going to put a little piece of tape on here to at least give myself a fighting chance of it being straight. And then we'll go about like that. Okay. So B-L-O-O-M, bloom. We're going to use black soot. And these are probably not going to be great and perfect, but you know what? I'm okay with that. B. L. O. My O is the wrong way. Told you. O. M. Bloom. And those I'm not wiping off because I just let them be grungy. I don't care. Here is our super simple art journal page created using this week's new toy, this Hip Stamp Hooray stamp set. I mean, what a great value these stamps are. Super simple, just some distress ink and a stencil and some, I used Inktense pencils, but you could use watercolor pencils, you could use your Copics, you could use pastels, or even just not even color them, really. They didn't have to be colored. And a little bit of water. Super simple, but I like the way it turned out. So I hope you like this quick art journal page. This is a rather short video. And yeah, go check out these Hip Stamp Hooray stamps at Hobby Lobby. I mean, $5.99 for that 15-piece stamp set. And they're American crafts, so they stamp really nicely. And you've got, look at this, you got this medallion here, and then you've got this medallion here, and this one, this grungy one, and they fit. I mean, you could stamp that over that if you wanted. So it's a nice set. The florals are really pretty. They're nicely drawn. I don't know who the artist is. They don't tell you who does this stuff, but I dig it. So it'll be a nice, I can see a lot of uses for this. This would make good just anything, even sympathy cards, you know, just with the leaves and stuff. So once again, hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And remember, be excellent to each other and have a lovely day. Bye-bye.